Hello there and welcome back to the Chap's Guide. If this is your first visit, my name is Ash and I'm the curator of this channel, which aims to provide you with self-development ideas, tips and advice to help you on your journey to being the best chap that you can be. Now, we've often talked about presenting ourselves in the best possible way and ensuring that we always make a good first impression. Now, for a chap, one of the ways you can do that is by being cleanly shaven. Now, I fully accept there are many gentlemen out there who choose to wear whiskers or a beard or a moustache or whatever it is. But for me, as you can tell, I'm clean shaven, and it's very much part of my preparation and regime to look my best, making sure that I'm well shaven and I use good products to make that experience as enjoyable as possible. Because let's be fair, shaving isn't a barrel of laughs and it isn't an awful lot of fun. So if we can make it as pleasant and enjoyable as we can, all the better. Well, I'm going to share with you today a product which I have found on my chap journey over, well, many decades of shaving that has made it a little bit easier, a little bit more enjoyable and a little less onerous to have to shave every day. So I'm just going to turn the camera around and we'll have a look at what I've got on the table, and I'll talk to you about these products and the benefits that I have found over the few years I've been using them. Okay, so here we are, and here are the products that I'd like to talk about. And this is a product made by a company called Executive Shaving. Now, these are all shaving creams made by Executive Shaving. I've been using them for a couple of years and I have found them to be just about the best shaving products, or shaving creams certainly, that I've ever used. Certainly comparable to anything else that I've encountered. Now, cost-wise, they're quite modest. I mean, a large pot, 200 milliliter pot like this is sub £20. So they last quite a long time. And the smaller pots are, I think, 12 to £15. They are available quite widely. You can buy them directly from Executive Shaving. They've got their own website. But I think I've bought all of mine from Amazon, and in fact I will place a link in the description box below just so that you can see them, and it's somewhere if you wish to buy them it might make it a little easier for you. Now, Executive Shaving do a number of other products as well. It's fair to say they're quite a high-end brand. They've got some very expensive double-edged razors themselves, and also as well as the sort of creams and the aftershave products as well that they make. In fact, it's a one-stop shop if you're really interested in high-quality shaving products. I should say I'm not endorsed or paid to speak about Executive Shaving in any way, and in fact I'll accept no endorsements at all on the Chap's Guide when I talk about products, and if I ever did I would tell you in advance. But in this case I'm talking about these products because they are simply the ones which I have used over a long period of time and I have found them to be excellent. Now, of course, you can buy a lot cheaper products. You can go to the drugstore, the supermarket, and buy shaving cream, I dare say, for just a couple of pounds for a tin. However, you get quite low-end stuff, which has got not a lot of thought put into it, high volume manufacture, which perhaps, although it's going to be adequate and do the job, the shaving experience is not what you would want it to be. And that's what this is all about, I think. This is providing the best possible shaving experience. So I've only got some of the products which I've bought from Executive Shaving on the table, and this is all shaving cream, in fact. I've got one of their sort of menthol minty flavored ones, pepperminty, very invigorating. In fact, I'll show you, it goes a very long way. I mean, I started using this pot of shaving cream in January 2019. It's now December 2019, and as you can see, I'm still a little way from finishing the tin. And I should say, it's got a very rich pepperminty odor, aroma to it. And when you shave with this first thing in the morning, It's got quite a zingy sensation on the skin. It's quite invigorating, and it's a great way to start the day, I think, with some shaving cream, which not just wakes you up, makes your skin feel alive. And, you know, it's not the best time of the day, I guess, to be doing, you know, to shave quite early on, but this makes that experience a little bit more enjoyable. After you've shaved and you've sort of rinsed the lather off, there is a slight tingling sensation, and it's just really enlivening. And I think for that alone, I would have to say that this is probably my favorite product here on the table. Aside from that, they also make a natural shaving cream, which I'm very fond of. This was the first product from Executive Shaving that I encountered. And this one, as it says on the front, is subtly scented with rosemary, eucalyptus, bergamot, juniper, and pine needle. The overwhelming scent from this one, certainly juniper. It's got a slight hint of gin to it, actually. You can smell the juniper in there, and the eucalyptus. But again, really a pleasant sense and smell when you put it on the skin, and it builds into a most beautiful lather, which I'll demonstrate for you in a moment. And another particular favorite of mine is the Citrus Kiss. As you can imagine, it's scented by Mediterranean citrus fruit. For me, it smells like lemon and limes, and it's got a really rich smell. And as you can see, I've well used a lot of these. You know, this is one I'm currently using, and they seem to last forever and ever. You know, they're really good quality, and they do last. So even though the investment is a little bit more than you would make in your sort of normal supermarket shaving creams, it certainly lasts a lot longer. So the value proposition comes back to you yet again. You'll hear me talking about the value proposition repeatedly on the Chap's Guide. For me, it's all very well paying more money for something as long as that more money equates to a better experience or a better product. And in this case, it's a little bit more than your normal run-of-the-mill shaving cream, but the return to you as the user, the end user of the product, is far higher, so the value proposition equates to quite a useful expenditure. So I'm going to pick one up. I just use the citrus fruit. I'm going to use, just going to build a bit of lather for you so you can see just how effective it is. So here we go. All it takes first thing in the morning. Now I normally shave with a cartridge razor, so for me the hardest part of the morning is building the lather, putting it on the face, and cracking on with the shave. The cartridge razor means I don't have to think too much about it. I do occasionally use a double-edged razor, and I go through phases of using it, but in reality, you know, at 6 o'clock in the morning when I just want to get shaved, I can't be bothered with, you know, just the extra care that's needed with a double-edged razor. So I'm using a Badger brush here, a shaving brush, which actually I bought from Taylor's of Old Bond Street. It's another superb shaving outlet. Perhaps I'll speak about them in the future. All you need to get a good lather going with this stuff is, I've got a little cup of water just off camera here. I mean, ordinarily I would soak my brush in the water for some time in advance, a little bit of water on the brush, and I just dip the brush into the shaving cream just so there's a little bit on the edge of the bristles, and then we just put it into the pot, give it a good whip around. You know, if there isn't enough water in there, you can add a few drops more, and already just that, a fabulous lather, which, as you can see, would allow you to have a trouble-free shave. You know, and of course the lather is effectively the lubricant. So when you're shaving in the morning, a good luxuriant lather on your skin means that your blade is going to do less work. It's just going to skim over the top of your skin, taking off that unwanted bristle and having a very positive, you know, nice smelling lather on the skin just makes the whole experience far more enjoyable. So I hope you can see from that quick, very simple demonstration that a brush, bit of water, and the shaving cream, and there you go, you're ready to shave. And in no time at all, you know, the whole experience is done. You're left with lovely, smooth skin, fresh smelling with whatever flavor you choose. There are there's a couple of other flavors. There's one which I haven't yet used, which is the bay rum flavor, which will be the next one. But of course, the problem with this stuff is it lasts for so long that you know, you make a purchase and a year later you haven't got to the end of the tub. So there we are. So I thought I'd share that with you. It's just something I found along the way, which has made my life of shaving every day such an enjoyable experience and part of my daily regime. I feel refreshed, sweetly fragranced and ready to take on the world. So there we are, just that little tip for you. Short one today. If you've enjoyed this video and the product review, please click the like button. It means quite a lot to me to know that you are enjoying and adding and taking value from the videos which I'm providing for you. So click that for me. And don't forget to click the subscribe button as well. That way you won't miss any future products that I review or any other material which I put out there to help you on your journey to being the best chap that you can be. So once again, thanks for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you again very soon.